Hey guys, it's Loey. So today we're doing a chit chat get ready with me video because it is kind of a chill day. I'm getting ready to film a lookbook right now and I'm testing out my new setup to see if everything is good. So I'm just going to be chatting with you all. I have a lot of things to talk about. It's been a really long time since I just kind of sat down and did one of these and just said whatever I wanted to say to you guys. Like I said, I'm getting ready to film a lookbook video, but it's looking like super cloudy outside, and there's supposed to be like a 30% chance of thunderstorms today. I put off my lookbook all day yesterday because they said they were gonna, like, the Weather Channel said it was going to be thunderstorms throughout the day, and it rained for like 20 seconds and then it was over, and sunny for the rest of the day, and then it was like, yeah, today will be like super sunny. I'm looking outside and it looks really bad, so I don't know. You guys might wind up seeing this lookbook inside. Foundation time, I'm using CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous in 832, which I'm extremely excited to have because I think it matches my skin tone maybe a bit better than the last color I was using, which I think was 825 Buff Beige. This one is Nude Beige, and I just think it's a touch more yellow, and I just like how it looks on my skin. I feel really bad because I have so many new products I'm like testing out. I've been home for about 30 seconds when I'm filming this. I have so many new products and things I want to test out, but since I'm going to be doing like lookbooks and stuff, I just need something that is going to photograph really well and that I know looks really nice on camera. Just going to blend that in with my Real Technique sponge. By the way, do you guys notice with these things that they stain really easily? I've seen people who have them and they're like in pristine condition, whether it's the Beauty Blenders or the Real Technique sponge, and I'm just like, how do you keep them clean? Because I swear, okay, like there was one time where I didn't wash it right after I did my makeup and I waited until that night and the thing just stained so darn fast, and I feel really sad because it looks dirty now, but it's not. I'm having a bit of a breakout right now on my cheek area. I think it's purely hormonal because I haven't broken out on my cheeks since like summer of last year actually. I did a really great mask last night though, so I'm hoping my skin will start calming down. It's just the one like breakout. I broke out a couple times above my upper lip, which again makes me think it's hormonal. I think it also has to do with the fact that I went off of my raw food. I think I've told you guys like 1,010,000 times that I do raw food 2 times a day. And when I was traveling and I was in Georgia, I wasn't really being very strict about it. That's one thing I will say. I can definitely notice in my skin when my diet is not like up to par with what it normally is, or I'm not drinking enough water. Because like when I'm not drinking enough water, my skin just feels awful. Like it just looks so dull. And then when I'm not eating right, I just feel like I start to break out again, and it just isn't good. I'm just doing a bit of highlighting and concealing with a bit of, you know, concealer. You guys know the drill. I'm just doing a bit of priming using my Lorac Pro eyeshadow primer. It's actually the only eyeshadow primer I currently own because I have sufficiently gone through all of my mini Urban Decay samples. I've actually never bought a full-size eye primer because I've just always had samples. And I'm now through almost all of them, which it feels really, really nice. And now I can actually, like, I don't know, warrant buying a brand new full-size tube. Alright, so today I'm doing a cool toned eye using my Boudoir Eyes palette from Too Faced. If you're wondering why all of my eyeshadows look mangled, it's because this is literally the worst packaging ever. This is one of my favorite palettes because I truly love the colors. I never use it because the packaging is just horrid. All of the eyeshadows have fallen out multiple times. The last time that I glued them into place, I glued them with Gorilla Glue. I used too much in this one. As you can see, the glue expanded and seeped over. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. I just probably need to give it up, but I can't. Today we are also playing with my new brush roll from Sedona Lace. Ooh. I'm so excited about this. I've barely delved into it. I've only played with it like once, so it's really nice to be able to like whip it back out for some usage. It's also really cool to have like an official brush roll. I'm so grateful to the people over at Sedona Lace because I've never had like an official brush set, and it's just so nice. I'm going to be using the Sedona Lace 941 brush. It's just a really large shader brush, and I'm going to use the color Satin Sheets. This is basically going to go onto the inner 2/3 of my eyelid. This is an amazing look that I love so much, and it just photographs unlike anything else. which is hence the reason I'm doing it today, although it looks like I'm going to get rained out. I hope not. I really would like to be able to film this lookbook today because I've been putting it off for like weeks. Do you guys prefer outfit of the day videos or like lookbooks? I can put out outfit of the days probably like once a week, but lookbooks definitely take a little bit more preparation and a little bit more editing time and stuff like that. So let me know if you guys prefer one or the other. I'm going to use the color Lap Dance on the opposite end of the brush. This is one of my favorite taupey colors ever. And this is going to go into the outer third of the eye. This part isn't very chatty. I feel like I can't do my like eye makeup very well and like talk at the same time though. We're going to use the tiniest bit of Sugar Walls on the same brush, and this is basically going to go between the two colors. I don't want this to be like a very dominant shade in this look, especially since it like contains a crap ton of glitter. But I do really like the way that this little gradient kind of works out, and just a bit of that color peeking through is really pretty. I am now using a Stonelace 407 brush, which is just kind of an angled fluffy brush. And I'm going to use this to buff that Lap Dance color, like here, into the crease. I feel like I'm talking so much about myself. How are you guys? What have you been doing? I am going to use a pencil brush in the color Voulez-Vous. That's my favorite thing to say, Voulez-Vous. And this is just going to go into the outer V of the eye. I'm going to start with a touch of Lap Dance on this itsy bitsy baby pencil brush. And this is just going to go on the lower lash line. I'm not really focusing it on the outer corner because I'm going to put Voulez-Vous there. I'm basically going to recreate the look on the upper lash line on the lower lash line. A little bit of Voulez-Vous, same brush. This is going to go into the outer corner. Again, these shadows are just a freaking dream to blend. It takes no effort whatsoever, and it just, you automatically just have this amazing, amazing look. I just wish, number one, that they weren't so like glittery or folly-outy. What? Fall-out-y? Because that's a word. I'm going to use the Stonelace 772 brush. It actually looks like it's meant to be a lip brush, but it's perfect for what I need it for right now. And I'm taking the color Satin Sheets once more, and this is just going to go onto the inner corner. I cannot begin to express the level of love I have for these brushes. This is one of those brands I've never ever had the opportunity to try, a lot like Sigma brushes where everyone on YouTube talks about them, but you know, I'd never had I don't know, I just never sat down and bought any brushes from them. I cannot believe the quality. It's incredible. Taking a bit of face powder to clean up the eyeshadow and also use it as my brow bone highlight. You guys have seen me do this before. It's just a really easy way to brighten up this area. And I think complete the look without creating any extra shimmer. And since this look is like shimmer on freaking crack, I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna do a touch of eyeliner just using my Milani Eye Tech. This is kind of my new favorite toy right now. It's just so interesting, and it's such an easy way to do your eyeliner once you kind of figure out how to use it. Alright, so for now I'm going to finish off the rest of the face. I'm just going to powder using my Rimmel Stay Matte. This is in the color Sandstorm, which is my current like summer shade. I got a lot of color while I was in Georgia, which really like disappoints me. I haven't been this naturally tan in a really long time. I'm normally so good about sunscreen, but I don't know. Let's do a touch of bronzer. I am just using basically the best bronzer brush ever. This is from Mistura Beauty Solutions. I use this all of the time. It's just a retractable fluffy brush, and it's so easy to get a really nice bronze look with this, because I just feel like it's detailed enough that the color is going where I want it to, but it's also not like too detailed to where it's suddenly a super sharp contour. I really love it a lot. Into contour, I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I'm wondering how much longer it's going to be before I have to replace this because I feel like I put a considerable dent in it. This is just my favorite contour powder ever. I'm thinking about buying the Anastasia contour kit. I don't know if I want it yet or not. I think it would be really useful for my kit. And I could definitely see myself also using it because I certainly don't have a whole lot of tools for doing contouring and highlighting in my kit. I have a lot of my personal favorite products, but I can find that those certainly don't work on everyone. I have a very specific skin type. And, you know, if someone's, you know, fair and cool and not as yellow or really dark skinned, my favorite products don't necessarily always work. So I would like to have all of those products at my disposal in just one convenient little kit. Think about just kind of taking the plunge. If any of you own that, let me know if you like it. Let's do a bit of blush. I'm not sure what I want to use today. I kind of have a new sort of makeup system. I think I want to show you guys some new organizational techniques that I've got going on, where basically I have this little tray of products. I'll go ahead and show you. And this is all of the things that I want to use in tutorials or that I want to use in my like daily makeup routine that I feel like I haven't used as much regularly. I really love this blush from Tarte. I got it last year or I got it the year before last, and I never wear it, which is really disappointing because I thought this would be just a color I love, but I really don't think that's going to go with today's eye look anyways. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Today's eye look is so nice and kind of on the cooler side that I think I can get away with it. I'm going to use this really pretty pink from my e.l.f. blush palette. This has been a huge favorite. You guys will probably see this in my weekly favorites video sometime in the future if you haven't already. I don't know when this video is going up. I'm just going to use this on my favorite blush brush ever, which is my Sonia Kashuk. I don't know. I've been really playing with this palette lately and I'm starting to seriously fall in love with it. I feel like maybe the blushes require a bit of a learning curve. And you kind of have to learn how to play with them because they're not like your typical, you stick your finger in and it's just like, oh, this is so buttery and soft and finely milled. But they're not bad blushes, and actually if you can kind of learn how to use them correctly, they're not just like not bad blushes or like okay blushes, they're really nice. I just think you kind of have to get a feel for them because when I initially reviewed these I was like, oh yeah, they're pretty good, but they are really good. Highlighting, y'all know how I do it. I have an actual legitimate problem. People always ask me what I use for highlight and I don't think it's ever anything but MAC Mineralized Skin Finish and Lightscapade. I don't know if it's the way that I do it or what, but this is what I always use. It is my favorite highlighter to date. It is supposed to be permanent. They made it permanent not too long ago. I never see it on the website, so I think that just means it's sold out. I don't know, if you're talking about my really strong highlight, sometimes I will take my finger and kind of dab it on the outer third of my cheekbone if I really need it to be strong, but that's basically it. And then afterwards, I'll just take my brush and really lightly blend. I'm also just going to use a touch under the eyebrows because I want to. Alright, time for a bit of Makeup Mist and Set. I'm just using my e.l.f. one today, and I'm just going to spritz this all over the face. Alright, so I'm going to do a bit of tight lining as well as a bit of eyeliner on the waterline using my Too Faced Perfect Espresso Perfect eyeliner. I always forget about this guy. This is in a really dark brown shade. The only thing I will say is that it is a little bit too creamy. I mean, to the point where if I'm doing my eyeliner like this and I'm not tugging down, the eyeliner will actually transfer from the waterline right down here. It really stays in place once it has a little bit of time to set, but the in-between of that is super freaking annoying. I went ahead and did a really quick coat of mascara, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply some Ardell Glamour Wispies. I can typically pull like 5 wears out of these too, which I think is incredible for like a $3 pair of eyelashes. You have to be really careful and clean off the glue like the millisecond that they come off of your eyeballs, but I've never actually worn this look with false eyelashes. I think it's really pretty. Alright, so lashes on, falsies, and of course mascara on those lower lashes. I'm going to go ahead and apply some pink lipstick. This is Fruit Punch from Milani. And while I really like that, I kind of want it to have a peachier tone, so I'm going to mix in a touch of my OCC lip tart in the color Memento. Here is the completed look. In all honesty, looking at it now, I think I actually prefer the entire thing without false eyelashes, but I just knew those would photograph really, really nicely. It's just a slightly more dramatic take on this look. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And until next time, I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!